Here are some Chromebook tips and tricks. My name is Amy Francis and I teach computer apps at Chinook Middle School. A few topics covered will be the difference between Chromebooks and other computers, some tips and tricks for students and families when working with Chromebooks, some troubleshooting, and some resources. All right, up first, the difference between Chromebooks and other computers. A Chromebook runs on Google Chrome. Other computers run on Windows or Mac operating systems. A Chromebook is primarily made to work online, whereas laptops, PCs, and Macs are designed for online and offline use. On a Chromebook, the applications are stored in the cloud and there's no installed software on the Chromebook. Whereas with other computers, the applications are stored on the drive of the computer itself. As a result, Chromebooks tend to perform faster and start faster than traditional laptops because they don't have this hardware stored on them. All right, so next are some tips and tricks that will help your students be more successful using their Chromebooks for school. So first is a split screen. Lots of times we have kids do a split screen, for example, when they are on a Zoom class and they have to work on a project at the same time. It's convenient to be able to split their screen in half. And you can do this easily by pressing the Alt key and one of the bracket keys. Alt plus the left bracket will send a screen to the left. Alt plus the right bracket will send a screen to the right. So that's what we call a split screen. Another helpful trick is the right click. A Google Chromebook does not have a traditional left click and right click. So we have a way around it because sometimes there are tools that are just easier to access using right click. So there are two ways to do this. One way is to click the Alt button, to press the Alt button down and click once on the trackpad. So Alt and click will give you the right click menu. Or a two-finger tap on the trackpad will also give you the right click menu. This is how you use a right click on a Chromebook. The next trick are sometimes called screenshots or screen clips. And this is when you take a picture of your screen. And oftentimes kids will be asked to do this to show evidence of their work or share examples or pictures. And it's very convenient. So there's two different types of screenshots or screen clips. You can take a picture of the entire screen, and that's using the Control key and the window switch key. The window switch key is a box with two lines, and it's located above the number 6 key on your keyboard. That's the window switch key. So if you press Control and window switch, it will take a picture of your entire page. And then it will pop up in the bottom right corner and tell you that the picture has been taken, and you will have the choice to copy it or just find it later in your downloads. Sometimes you don't want a picture of your entire screen, so you can do a partial or selective screenshot. And this is done by adding the Shift key. So it's Control plus Shift plus the window switch key. When you do a partial screenshot, the page will go kind of gray, and then you will use your mouse or your finger on the screen to click and drag around the area you want to take a picture of. So you can take a picture of just one thing on your screen instead of the entire screen. All right, on this next page, I am sharing some frequently used and helpful shortcuts on the Chromebook. A lot of kids know these, which is great, and there might be some that are new on here. Copy and paste, Control C and Control V. Duplicate is Control D. I love duplicate because it's just like copy and paste, but one step. Select all is Control A. Caps lock, there's not a cap locks button on the keyboard, but you can activate it by clicking Alt and the search key, which is a magnifying glass. You can open a new tab in Chrome with Control T, T as in tab. You can close a tab with Control W. I'm not sure where the W comes from. You can shift between open tabs. So for those of you that have 50 tabs open, if you press Control and the Tab key, it'll cycle between all of your tabs. So you can navigate that way. Although I do suggest not having that many tabs open. You can zoom in on a page and zoom out by pressing Control minus or Control plus. So speaking of keys on a keyboard, a Chromebook has some special keys that are different from traditional PCs. So on the left side of a keyboard, you'll see the magnifying glass, which is the search button. And this is a very convenient trick. If you click this button and search, it will search everything. It will search your drive, it will search online. So if you're looking for a file that's already in your drive, you can just search for it here. You do not have to actually go all the way to drive and find it. It's really convenient. Then you have a left and right arrow. These are buttons that allow you to go back and forward in your Google Chrome windows. You have a refresh arrow, or I call it a circle arrow, to refresh your page. If there's been an update or it's not loading, the refresh arrow comes in handy. We have a way to hide the tabs, and then you can watch the page in full screen mode. And then we have the window switch key, which when you use it by itself will show you all of the tabs that you have open, all of the windows that you have open. So it's an easy way to jump between different windows. Then the next two buttons control the brightness of your screen, and then the next three can control your volume. All right, up next, let's talk about troubleshooting. If your Chromebook is kind of laggy or moving slowly, these are the things I would like you to try. First, try clearing your cache. This means it clears website data, cookies, images that are saved to your computer when you visit websites. And it's very easy to do, very easy to clear. You click the three dots in the upper right corner of Chrome. You choose More Tools, and then you choose Clear Browsing Data. The three dots, More Tools, Clear Browsing Data. And then a box will pop up, and you will choose the blue button that says Clear Data. That should improve the performance of your Chromebook quite a bit. And you can do it as often as you like. The next trick to troubleshooting a Chromebook that's acting a bit laggy or slow is a restart. A lot of kids think that they turn off their computer when they close the lid, but they don't. That's just putting your Chromebook to sleep. Some students might not have ever turned off their Chromebook, and this is a great thing to do. It really will help your performance. So to turn off a Chromebook, I like to go to the bottom right corner where the time is, and then when the menu pops up, click the power button. Or you can also press and hold the power button on the Chromebook for 3 seconds. So Chromebook restart will really help your Chromebook performance. All right, the last thing to try, if your Chromebook is still acting slowly and you've already cleared the cache and you've already restarted it, check for updates. So to check for updates, you go to the same menu by clicking on the time in the lower right corner. And then when the menu pops up, you'll choose the settings gear, the little gear. When the window pops up, you will choose the box that says About Chrome OS. And then on the right side of that page, you will choose Check for Updates. All right. Now, parents, I really highly suggest checking a few things on your Chromebook. So as a parent, it's really nice. Actually, it's great for students too, is to check your Google Classroom to-do list. This is one place where you can go to see all of your assignments for all of your classes in one place. The to-do list is accessed on the top left corner of Google Classroom, and there are 3 categories. The assigned category will tell you all of the assignments that are due this week or next. The missing category will show you all of the assignments that are missing, that have not been turned in. And the done category will show you all the work that you have completed. So if you ever want to feel really proud of yourself, go to the done list and look at all the great assignments that you've done. So that's a great place for students to check and for parents to check. Also, you can always check the browsing history if there's some concern about if activities are learning activities or games. You can open up Chrome and go to Control-H and see the sites that you've been on. All right, now I have a few resources I want to share with you. If your Chromebook is still not working properly after trying the troubleshooting tips, you can always schedule an appointment with the IT department at the Kennewick School District office. On our Kennewick School District website, there's an opportunity in the IT department page to schedule a phone call or schedule an in-person visit. So this is a great resource if you're still having problems with your Chromebook. Another place to go for help is the Google Chromebook support page. It is organized very well. You just type in the problem that you're having and it will give you several ideas to try. And then the last resource on this page is just a resource for parents. I really recommend a site called Common Sense Media for Parents. It gives reviews on games, applications, even movies, and ideas to parents on how to help their children during online learning. All right, thank you so much for watching this presentation. If you have any questions, let your teacher know.